So hello, my name is Chirag and today we are with a very special guest that has been a business leader, an industry leader and a student leader also. And he has written quite influential books like A Journey of Love, which marks the 50th celebration of STIC Travels, and one more book is there, which is Poverty Eradication, Economic Development Through Tourism. So as you can see, he's with our current Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, and our former late Prime Minister, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. I would encourage the audience to read it. So after this book, Mr. Subhash Goyal got his doctorate. So we're going to meet the man himself, Mr. Subhash Goyal.
Hello, how are you?
Good,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you very much. You wanted to know about my early days of my life.
Right.
My father was a freedom fighter, and he was in Allahabad, and he was arrested, and then he was let off on the condition that he leaves the city because he was arrested. He was distributing Jallianwala Bagh report illegally, and then he had a bookshop. He shifted everything to Delhi. Overnight he had to run from there, and he set up a camp in Nai Sadak.
Okay.
Nai Sadak, where all the bookshops used to be. So he just got a small place and he started living in Nai Sadak. So I was born the fifth of 13 children. I was the fifth, and I still remember that it was a small room on the third floor of a building known as Ganesh Building, and that was my early days, I remember. But I was very naughty. I used to break the cupboards, and I was put in a primary school there, which was sort of an English medium school at Nai Sadak only. And then my father thought that he had to take care of other children also.
Right.
So he put me in a boarding school in Mussoorie,
Okay.
known as Hampton Court Convent of Jesus and Mary. So I remember when they were taking me to the school, I was thinking that I am getting a punishment and I am being deported to a place where I'll be put. Boarding was like a prison. So I started crying and I was telling my parents that I'll be very well behaved. I'll never ask for anything. I won't break any cupboards, because I was a revolutionary type of child. And since I was born on 3rd September 1946,
Right.
and on 2nd September was the first Constituent Assembly. And since he was a freedom fighter, he was a great admirer of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
Oh.
And Subhash Chandra Bose had his plane, I believe, had crashed 1 year back. During probably that time, my mother had conceived. So they had decided that if a boy is born, then we'll name him Subhash.
Right.
So I was named Subhash, and I always was, since childhood, want to be in the army, and they had also stitched a small army uniform for me. And anyway, on the way to Mussoorie, I was crying. I said, no, I don't want to go in the boarding. I want to be with my parents. So I thought that it is going to be a big punishment.
Right.
So anyway, I was taken to Mussoorie, and there I was handed over to the nuns. These were the nuns to whom I was handed over. So these were the nuns, and this is myself as a child. And these were the nuns I was handed over to. And the principal was one sister, Mother Conrad. And anyway, I was very upset, and then my parents left me and they went to a hotel known as Hackman Hotel, which was just walking distance from the school, uphill. And on the second day, when we were after the assembly, we were small children, and I remember that I quietly, sneaked without the guard looking, and I ran up towards their hotel.
Okay.
And by chance, my parents were out and they saw me and they hugged me. I said, no, I'm not going back. So I ran away from school. But I was brought back, and there was a big, my father really scolded the principal and everyone. And I was put into that convent, which felt like a prison. But slowly I got used to it. The nuns were very nice. They were known as sisters and mothers, and they really took care of you like their own children.
Mm-hmm.
And it is during that time I learned to pray. We used to kneel down and pray, Hail Mary, Mother of God, pray for sins now and at the hour of our death, amen. So this prayer used to give me a lot of confidence. And in the beginning we used to dream of home, but slowly we made friends, we started enjoying the school. And then I remember that then all the children, they were also my age, and so we started enjoying our boarding life. And I remember we used to play with chestnuts, small chocolates we used to get. We used to keep the wrappers very carefully. And finally, you see, my father he stayed there for a week and used to come and see us that we are doing all right and all. And my uncle was in Dehradun, and he used to come every weekend, and he was allowed to take us out. And that was like an outing for us. So in the convent school, I learnt a lot of things. People say that convents try to convert, but I was there for 5-6 years, and we were people from all walks of life.
Right.
No one got converted, or none of the nuns tried to convert us. And all that we used to have a period of moral instructions, where they used to teach us the goodness of religion, and if you do bad, you're causing a sin. If you do something bad, you go to hell. If you do good, you go to heaven. So all those things. So I think the basic discipline and values were inculcated with me in a convent. So this was the position, and it was a very expensive school, and my father could afford it because by the time he was doing very well. He was the sole distributor for various Macmillan Company in New York and for books, and he had a very big bookshop.
Okay.
Later on he had created. And then all of a sudden we used to import books, you see, and we used to get a 30 days or 60 days credit from the publishers. And those days the dollar was 4 rupees. And all of a sudden the dollar devalued, and my father had to pay back at 8 rupees.
Okay.
So he returned some of the books and he became in debt.
Oh.
And this was, by the time I had more or less finished, this was when I had reached the 8th or 9th class in the school. After that, from convent, Jesus and Mary people, yeah, the girls used to go to Waverley and the boys used to go to Woodstock, which was also another missionary school. But because of the budget constraints, my father shifted me to Delhi, and I joined Delhi Public School. And so in Delhi Public School also I found it quite interesting, and the advantage was that my parents were nearby, and
Right.
every evening I used to go. And we used to stay, by the time we had shifted to Johar Nagar, Kamla Nagar, which is near the university campus. And we used to go in a school bus to Delhi Public School. And I was quite naughty. I used to take part in the various this. And then, we used to keep our, seats. Everyone wanted a window seat. And so once I had kept a seat, and one girl came and she shifted my things, bag to another seat, so and put her bag. I got so angry, I threw a bag out of the bus. And then there was a big commotion, and it was complained. And then I was in ninth class, I think 8th or 9th class. I was suspended from the bus. That was my first punishment. So then I made a pass, a DTC pass. So we used to come by one bus to Red Fort, and from Red Fort we used to change to another bus, number 29 I think. We used to go to Mathura Road. And on the return, I used to, many a times while waiting for the bus, there was a ground there opposite Red Fort where a lot of, these majmas used to take place, where is the street, So I was very fascinated by them, and sometimes they had a person lying, and he used to, it's like little magic on the street, and various street vendors used to be there. So I learnt a lot of things, and I used to, this is how life went. And from Red Fort, many a times I used to walk through the back lanes of Jama Masjid and reach Nayi Sadak, walking towards my shop. So I used to sit in the shop and, read books. I was a vivid reader right from childhood, because I was, my childhood was spent in the bookshop. And there I learnt a lot. Apart from the school, I learnt a lot about, various subjects. And I used to go back then home to Kamla Nagar, Johar Nagar, with my brothers or my, and I remember we used to go to a place, end of Nayi Sadak, and we used to get a Tonga ride. A horse-driven carriage which used to take us near our house, and we used to walk. So that was my childhood. And then later on in school, I was active in sports. I was one of the best gymnasts. I learned how to, I was in the basketball team, in the football team. I got a color holder in basketball, and I became a good sportsman. And also I was good in debates. And I had the honor of participating on behalf of Delhi Public School to an inter-school debate where I got the 3rd prize in Dehradun. Then I also remember that, in school, you see, the first time I went to speak, I could not speak, and
was it stage fear?
It was stage fear. I think I was in 9th or 10th class. So I felt very, insulted and, humiliated. But then we used to have a teacher, so Mrs. Sanyal, and she said, don't worry, you carry on. And she gave me confidence, and I read some books on public speaking and all. And then I participated in debates, and I won the first prize in school also. And then I was selected from school to participate in the interstate debate.
It doesn't feel like that you had a stage fear.
No, only once I had this fear. And then you see, I also participated, represented the school in inter-school gymnastic competition. So it was a good time, and I remember we had Dr. K.C. Khanna used to be our principal, and he had given me, ₹1 as an award for, performing good. I was also a very good Bhangra dancer.
So for the viewers, how much would be the value of ₹1 today? I mean, in that time, sorry.
So you can say ₹1 was, it was 8 rupees to $1.
Okay.
So 1/8 of $1. I remember a new principal had come from Doon School,
Okay.
Mr. Deen Dayal.
Deen Dayal.
So every day we used to have a morning assembly, and they used to recite inspiring verses like of Rabindranath Tagore,
Right.
where the words come out from the depth of truth into that heaven of freedom, my father let my country away, things like that. So from the assembly we used to go to the classrooms. So a building was built. We had collected funds for the building fund also as students. And then you see, I came late that day, and because the day before was a sports day.
Okay.
And I was runners up. I think I was record holder for 800 meters. But overall, one Kuldeep Singh was the champion because he got the maximum medals, and I was like the runners up, number 2. Anyway, there was, when you come from the assembly to the class, there was a notice board. So there were some photographs there, and in that notice board I was watching it, and then the principal comes. I don't recognize him, and he says that, what are you doing? So I get back. I think I was in 11th class that time. So I said, none of your bloody business. So he catches me by the hand. He was a tall guy, and he takes me to the principal's room, and he gives me a yellow card.
Okay.
So I thought, because I was a runners up, I was not attending the assembly, so he's given me some certificate. So I said, thank you very much, sir, and I'm sorry I didn't recognize you. He said, do you know what this is? I said, no. He said, if you get 3 of these, you are rusticated from the school. So in fact, he inaugurated the yellow card from me. So that is my remembrance of the school. And yes, in 11th class, I think I failed. And I was crying, and those days, you have your childhood romances. You want to put a good impression on all the beautiful girls. You don't have guts to talk to any one of them. But still, that...
Did you pull any impression to anyone?
So I felt that my impression with all the girls is finished. And then I was crying, and I was thinking I should commit suicide and something. Then one teacher, I still remember her name, Mrs. Balega. She came, said, Subhash, failures are the pillars of success.
Correct.
And he says, consider this as a stepping stone. Maybe in your senior Cambridge we used to have ISC ki jagah. So you prepare for your 12th strongly, and you come first in the class. And yes, that happened, and I did not come first, but I came second or third in the class. And I was good. And this is the story of my Delhi public school. But one thing I forgot, that during the time when my father kept me in the boarding school, right, he threw a party on my birthday for the whole school. And that was, no other parent had done it. So I have a photograph of that cutting the cake. And they got the catering done from Hackman Hotel. Hackman Hotel was...
Perfect.
And that is my father and mother, and I am cutting the cake. And on the left is the person from Hackman Hotel. And
From
no, behind you can see a person. This is the person from... he is the person from Hackman Hotel. This is my mother.
Yeah.
This is my father. This is myself. These are some guests who were there. So this is basically my party.
You still had the aura of a rebellious child.
And then that time we were about 8. So I am standing here, and this is my family. This is my elder sister. This is the number 2 sister. This is Himachal. This is Beena. This is myself. This was my elder brother Ravi. This is my elder sister Shashi. And this is my younger sister Saroj. And this is Usha. And this is my younger brother who was there.
And
he is the son of one of my father's friend who was also studying there. So, so basically I had a very interesting childhood, and I learned certain moral values. I learned to pray, and since my childhood at 5 years till today, I've been initiated by Radha Swami Satsang also. So
really?
Prayer is like a meditation.
Yeah.
And you meditate, whether you are saying Christian prayers or Hindu prayers or Sikh prayers, whatever you are doing, there is only one God. And basically, when you meditate, you close your eyes and you are in communication with the Lord. You thank, every day I thank Him for the food, clothing, shelter and everything that He's given me. And whatever my ambition in life is, I repeat that in my heart and I send a prayer to God, and by His grace I am successful. And even today, every morning when I get up, I again fold my hands and thank God for giving me another beautiful day. So basically, I would suggest that whatever you believe in, whether you are a Hindu or a Christian or a Muslim or you are Sikh, you should have faith in God. And going to the temple or going to the church, it is said that nearer the church, further from heaven. It is also said that you go to the temple, and the temple of God is within you. Man is temple of living God. So if you cannot respect your human being, but we all have ego. We build a stone temple, a gold temple or a mosque or a church, and anyone touches it, we are ready to kill the temple of living God, that is human being. So I think in every religion, if we go towards spiritualism rather than ritualism, ritualism is a different thing, but spiritualism is the actual Vedantic philosophy, because Swami Vivekananda said that all religions are like different streams originating from different sources and falling into the same ocean.
Same ocean.
And they have the same path. And he says, if I see God, it is the hunger of a hungry man, or in the dying man, or if I'm wiping the tears of a widow, I experience God realization. So basically, service towards humanity is the biggest religion.
Right.
And I think Sikhism has proved that the seva that they do during COVID, not only in India but all over the world, and every calamity that takes place, the volunteers of Sikhism are there everywhere to help humanity, irrespective of caste, color, or creed,
Right.
or country. And they are the saviors of Hinduism, and they have really protected, they are the protectors of Hinduism, and they have brought a great name to India.
So I guess there are 2-3 things that I derived from the whole conversations. First, I wanted to ask when you were initiated by the Radha Swami Association. So how was that process? How did you feel? Because the moment you entered into that, okay, now I'm going to be initiated, and the moment you exited, so you must have felt a kind of transformation. And I want to know, because I'm a great believer of God by myself, and I do my daily mantra japa. I believe the same philosophy that
Yeah.
the Vedanta philosophy, the Advait philosophy. So kindly tell me about it. How
So
was the initiation?
it's a very interesting period. As I told you, my father was in debt.
Yeah.
So I had just finished the school. So there were 9 months before I get admission in the university.
Right.
So during that period, I used to sell books. I used to go from door to door to sell books. I read books like How to Be a Good Salesman, Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends, Influence People. And you cannot sell a book unless and until you know what is inside.
Right.
So I used to read the contents. I used to read on the flip of the cover, because when we, my father returned the books and he paid the debt, he was in debt. So we had a lot of dead stock in our shop. And for that dead stock, if we give to the Raddi man, he does not take the cardboard, he takes only the paper.
Right.
So book which was worth $50 or $25, you get only 1 rupee or 2 rupee for it. So I said, let's not do that.
In that time, 1 rupee or 2 rupee, right?
So I used to go to various libraries as a student and sell books. That is what I learned. Then later on, when I joined the university, as to study and part time, I used to still sell books. आपने पूछा कि राधा स्वामी सत्संग में मैं कैसे, तो मैंने आपको बता रहा था कि मैं किताबें बेचा करता था, और बाद में मैं जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी बन गया श्री राम कॉलेज से, और फिर सेकेंड ईयर में मैं दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी स्टूडेंट्स यूनियन का प्रेसिडेंट भी बन गया.
Right.
मैं पहला प्रेसिडेंट था जो यंगेस्ट प्रेसिडेंट था एज अ टीनेजर, और ABVP जो बीजेपी की स्टूडेंट विंग है, उससे पहले हमेशा कांग्रेस का प्रेसिडेंट आता था. तो हालांकि मैं इंडिपेंडेंट था, बट आई वाज सपोर्टेड बाय ABVP, तो मुझे ABVP का ही कैंडिडेट करके लोगों ने जिताया था. तो जब मैं प्रेसिडेंट बन चुका, तो उसके बाद भी जैसे ही मुझे टाइम मिलता था,
Right.
मैं अपने फादर की मदद करते, अपनी फैमिली की मदद करके वो किताबें बेचता था.
ठीक है.
BCom भी मेरा ख़त्म हो गया था, तो उसके बाद भी मैं MBA ज्वाइन करा था इवनिंग में, पर मैं स्कूटर पे बंडल रख के कॉलेज टू कॉलेज जाता था लाइब्रेरीज़ में,
Right.
क्योंकि लाइब्रेरीज़ को ग्रांट मिलती थी किताबों की, और वो काफ़ी एक ही बारी में मतलब 50-60 हज़ार लाख 1.5 लाख की किताबें बिक जाती थी.
Right.
तो मैंने समझो दिल्ली की तो हर लाइब्रेरी विज़िट करी थी, यहाँ तक कि नॉर्दर्न इंडिया की भी बहुत लाइब्रेरीज़, श्रीनगर तक मैंने किताबें बेची हुई हैं. तो एक बार मैं जा रहा था, तो एक इरवन उसके हॉस्पिटल के पास एक पीछे बना था माता सुंदरी कॉलेज, तो वो नया बना था, तो उसकी ग्रांट थी काफ़ी, मुझे पता लगा। तो मैं आगे निकल आया, फिर मैंने अपना स्कूटर मोड़ा और फिर वहाँ माता सुंदरी कॉलेज में चला गया। तो लेडीज़ कॉलेज में जो भी वेंडर्स होते हैं, चाहे वो बुक सेलर हो चाहे जो भी हो, उनको पहले ऑफिस जाना पड़ता है, वो परमिशन देते हैं। तो मुझे सिर्फ वहाँ से सीधा लाइब्रेरी जाने की परमिशन थी। तो मैं जैसे ही वहाँ पहुँचा तो लाइब्रेरियन तो उस दिन छुट्टी पे थी, बट एक इंग्लिश की प्रोफेसर वहाँ बैठी हुई थी। तो मैंने समझा ये लाइब्रेरियन है, पर उसको देख के मैं जिसे कहते हैं कि इट वाज लव एट फर्स्ट साइट। मैंने इतनी सुंदर लड़की पूरे दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में नहीं देखी थी, और मैंने उसे देखा और देख के दो मिनट में हक्का बक्का रह गया। तो उसने मुझे कहा व्हाट डू यू वांट। तो मैंने आपको इंट्रोड्यूस करा कि मैं, कहती हाँ आई नो यू, यू आर प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी। तो मैंने कहा हाउ आर यू हियर। मैंने कहा दिस इज़ आवर फैमिली बिजनेस इज़ अ बुक्स एंड दीज आर द बुक्स। तो शी वॉज वेरी इम्प्रेस्ड विद द बुक्स, इंग्लिश की बुक्स थी बाई चांस। सो देन वी गॉट टॉकिंग, एंड फिर मैं किताबें बेचना भूल गया, मैं उसी को इम्प्रेस करने के चक्कर में लग गया। फिर मैंने कहा तुझे अगर ये पसंद है तो यू शुड कम टू माई शॉप टू सी द बुक्स। तो उसने कहा नहीं आज तो नहीं, आज मैं नहीं जा सकती क्योंकि लाइब्रेरियन छुट्टी पे है, बट आप कल आना। फिर आई वेंट नेक्स्ट डे, और उसके पास एक ऑस्टिन ऑफ इंग्लैंड गाड़ी होती थी, मेरे पास स्कूटर था, मैंने स्कूटर वहाँ कॉलेज में ही पार्क करा और उसको लाइब्रेरी अपने किताबों की दुकान पे ले गया। सो वी बिकेम फ्रेंड्स, वी वर वेरी फ्रेंडली एंड ऑल। देन यू सी वी बिकेम क्वाइट फ्रेंडली। फिर हम मिलने लगे, कॉफ़ी शॉप में बैठ के कॉफ़ी पीने लगे। सो वी बिकेम गुड फ्रेंड्स, एंड देन यू नो आई स्टार्टेड फॉलिंग इन लव विद हर। और वन डे हम कहाँ बैठे थे, आई small peck on her cheek I met. So she got upset. She said, no, why do you do this? And she said, my father is already thinking of marrying me, and I don't want to get involved with you in this way.
She was already getting married to someone.
Her parents were looking for someone.
Yeah.
So as a salesman, I will not accept any defeat. So I said, no problem. So he says, but he wants to only marry. She was from a Sikh family.
Right.
So Gursharan Jhandu was her name. Then I did a little research, and I found out that her father is like a joint secretary level, a manager shipping in the Food Corporation of India. And he's a very strict guy.
Right.
And he is very short-tempered. So I wanted to, come closer to them. And then I found out that they are satsangis, right?
Okay.
So I started going to satsang, to attend, I used to sit near them, and she introduced me to her father and this, that and all, and as a friend. And I used to go to satsang. And then in order to come further closer to her, her brother was studying in Delhi School of Economics.
Mm-hmm.
So I still had influence, although my term as president was over. So I still had influence in the university. I made him contest and win the election as General Secretary of Delhi School of Economics.
Wow.
So then for celebration I went to their house, Then I discovered that they had lost one of their elder brother in an accident. And they also had a dog which they had lost. So I got a small puppy and presented to her mother. So this how I came close to them. And those days there were no cell phones. So I used to call on the landline, and only if my friend, she picks up, I used to talk. And if a mother picks up, or the father or the brother, I used to switch off the phone. So then you see, I said in order to impress the father, I should get naam. So I started practicing, being a vegetarian and, all those things that are needed. But I still used to drink a little whiskey.
Right.
So I remember that my friend Bhim Singh, who died, he was a Panthers Party chairman. He was staying in Kashmir House, and along with him was the Minister of Tourism of Kashmir, Thakur Randhir Singh. And they invited me for dinner, and we had dinner. I had only vegetarian, and they wanted to give me whiskey. And they literally caught my hands and they tried to give me whiskey. I said no, because next day I had to go for, they select whether you are qualified to get naam or not to get naam. And you will not believe this. When I went the next day, I was selected, and then Maharajji, when he was sitting in front of me, he said, तो कल रात को तुमने शराब नहीं पी.
He already knew.
He already knew
that you did not drink.
So I was amazed, and I was so impressed that, and what I liked in Radha Swami Satsang was they are not asking you to convert.
Right.
Right? They say that if you are Hindu, you believe in spiritualism. If you are a Christian, you go by the teachings,
right,
of the Bible, right? So basically, it was a good philosophy. They don't ask for any money. They don't ask for whatever you want to give as a donation, you can give. So I got initiated. So one qualification to win my wife was to be initiated into Radha Swami Satsang. But the most interesting part is, after this, I said, now I must, because she was telling me, that one boy is coming and this other fellow is coming to see me. So I fixed time, because I knew the mother, I knew the father. I said, I'm coming for a cup of tea. So, but I remember, that Sikhs are a martial race, and they are short-tempered. And the difference between a soldier or a Sikh or anyone from the martial race is that if they commit a murder, they will think 100 times. But a normal person will think 100 times before committing the murder. The Sikh will think after committing the murder. So I said, I love this girl, but I don't love her so much that I want to die or be murdered. So they used to stay in Kirti Nagar, and a friend of mine nearby, he owned the Nataraj Picture Hall, Mr. Ramphal Tyagi. So I borrowed a jeep from him, and I put the petrol, and I told him to keep the jeep engine on, because if they start attacking me, I'll run and jump into the jeep. नहीं तो कई बार होता है कि पिक्चर्स में देखते हो कि वो गाड़ी स्टार्ट हुई और अगले को मार दिया। तो मैंने कहा गाड़ी स्टार्ट रखी हो भैया, पेट्रोल मैं दे रहा हूँ। तो जीप स्टार्ट थी,
भगा लियो।
हाँ, और मैंने एस्केप रूट भी ढूंढा हुआ था, और मुझे उसने कहा था SHO मेरा वाकिफ है, तो यू कम टू माई हाउस, डोंट वरी, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी। एनीवे, टू कट द लॉन्ग स्टोरी शॉर्ट, I went there and I said, I'm interested in your daughters and we have been friends and I like to marry her. He lost his temper. How dare you? That is why you are coming for satsang. That is why you are doing this. I don't want this. I said, okay, but as a salesman, I said, what are you looking for in the prospective husband you want? He should be a Sikh. I said, you are a satsangi, and in satsang they teach you that as long as you follow the philosophy, I don't have to have a turban. So he says, you should be educated. I said, I am an MBA, right? I'd just done my MBA. And I said, my family business is there, and I can start my own business also. And he says, no, but in Baniyas, you see, my daughter has been given the freedom, this, that. So basically, he tried his best to dissuade me. She's very independent, she will not fit into your family, this, that. And I, as a good salesman, it took me about 45 minutes to convince him. But till that time, he didn't even ask me to sit. Then after 45 minutes, when he was convinced, he asked me to sit. I said, please wait on. I went outside and I told him to switch off the engine.
पैसे बर्बाद हो रहे हैं.
पैसे बर्बाद हो रहे हैं, बनिए का बेटा हूँ ना. तो anyway,
you went outside and बोल भाई सब ठीक है, switch off कर दे.
So basically, this is how I proposed to my wife, and the reason I became a satsangi was to impress, but the philosophy was so good that till today I don't drink, I don't smoke, I am a pure vegetarian, I don't even take eggs, and even if I am traveling business class and first class and the choicest wines and the best whiskey with the most beautiful girls is served, I don't touch it. So basically, you learn what is known as self-control. And I asked this question later on, that why one has to give up whiskey. Meat, I understand that you don't have to kill for food and all, but why whiskey? So their reply was that more than 70 to 80% of the crime that is committed in the world are people who are intoxicated either by drinks or drugs or with power or with lust.
Even there's a philosophy that these things lower your spiritual energy.
So that is why. So I was very impressed with the philosophy, and till today I have followed it. And now when I do my prayers, which I learned in convent school, I also do a little meditation with the Radha Swami Satsang has taught me. And by God's grace, whenever I have had problems in life, I meditate and God takes care of those problems.
In the end, you married the same girl.
Of course.
She is now your wife.
Now she's my wife.
So, you told me
another story on this.
Yeah.
That when my wife was teaching in Mata Sundari College, how I started my company, Student Travel. When I was president of Delhi University Students Union, I was invited for an international conference to Japan, and the university wanted to give me the money, but I was, as anti-establishment, the Congress government was in power and we were ABVP, so.
So you took me to your childhood days, and you also told me कि आपका जो नाम है वो हमारे लेट सुभाष चंद्र बोस जो आज़ाद हिंद फौज के लीडर भी थे एंड हमारे स्वतंत्रता सेनानी भी थे, तो उनके नाम पे पड़ा है. सो आपने बताया कि आपका नेचर भी वैसा ही क्वाइट रिबेलियस था.
रिबेलियस नहीं कहेंगे, मैं हमेशा जस्टिस के लिए लड़ाई लड़ता हूँ. जब मैं दिल्ली विश्वविद्यालय छात्र संघ का प्रेसिडेंट था, तो उस टाइम पे भी जो भी अत्याचार होते थे उनके खिलाफ हम एजिटेशन करते थे. हमने जो एट्रॉसिटीज़ हुई थी स्टूडेंट्स के ऊपर, उसके ऊपर हमने ब्लैक डे मनाया दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में. फिर एक लड़की किडनैप हो गई थी कांतावोरा, उसके लिए हमने एजिटेशन करी और वहाँ लेके गए, क्या नाम, प्राइम मिनिस्टर के पास डेलीगेशन लेके गए. किस तरीके से बात कर रहे हो आप? मैंने कहा आपको इतनी अकल नहीं है कि आप